Good morning. I'm here, fresh-faced, coffee, and I wanted to come on here. I was gonna make a cute little video, but then I was like, why do that? So here's my hot take. I've seen a video of a creator who was like, white women making get readies with me is like not groundbreaking, and the algorithm was made for them. I'm also seeing videos of just people being like, I don't know what shoes to wear this fall. I've had a blog for probably like 7 years now, and I have struggled to kind of grasp this idea that people do not necessarily like themselves or their identity. They don't like how they look naturally. They don't like how they feel. They don't like to have their own opinions. They don't like to be wrong. They don't like to fail. They don't like to show up for people. I would say this generation, and like my generation as a part of that as a millennial, but also like just people in general, have become worse off than they've ever been in terms of like character development. And to the people who were like, what shoes do I wear? What shoes do you like? To the people who were like, the algorithm was made for them. Well, that's because right now in particular, because I don't think that you could have said that 10 years ago. Like when YouTube was like taking off with, I don't think you could have said that. Like Andrea's Choice, hello. I don't think you could have said that. Jackie Aina, hello. Like you couldn't have said that. So what I think is happening is because the world has become more conservative, that is kind of what the masses are wanting, because they want the cheat code to naturally have privileges that are in a sphere that is considered to be a white gaze. But I have good news. I think that era is over. I really do. Like I can feel it in my bones. I personally just think people want to have their own opinion and have their own style back. And I even think like in terms of, here's something controversial that I will say. Like people give color analysis and the Kibbe body types and Kishner essences such a bad rap, but I really think that is part of one of the ways in which women who constantly need validation from society can like hone in on their own unique qualities, like because the filler is getting out of control, and just people need to be able to go to a bar, go to a restaurant, and be able to converse with people and have critical thinking skills and be able to be non-socially awkward. I actually think, and I've actually come to this realization within like the last 2 weeks, I'm not socially awkward. I can talk to anybody. I can get along with anybody. It's the people that I think have been ostracized by society for some reason are somehow in the forefront of everything, running everything, and they get upset when they see people with actual like hard skills, like communication skills, doing well, just existing, and they get mad and they try to like pull on that and pull it down. So I think you're seeing a lot of people who don't have the emotional and intellectual depth try to compete with people who naturally have the depth, and they're trying to shut that out. Anti-intellectualism is on the rise because of that. You see it in this presidency, you see it in the media, you see it in the books, you see it in the literature, you see it in the poetry, you see it in everything. You see it in the movies. So that's my little take. We're back. Not gonna last. This cannot last. It's like mind-numbing.